Alright, so welcome back to another video. Now, you'll be surprised, you'll be aware, I whisper it quietly, but this video is not about Danielle Cohen. I know it's a bit of a shock to the system, but to be fair, after making the Danielle Cohen videos, I thought I'd be moving on to a topic that was a little bit more light-hearted, a little bit less serious, just a bit less serious than a girl who lies about her age and almost sends her boyfriends to prison and then gets sponsored by a company which should just never be sponsoring a 13-year-old girl. I thought it was going to go up from me. I thought we'd have a bit of a laugh, a bit more jovial, just a bit more light-hearted in general, but this topic is, it's just about as serious as it would ever possibly get. I am, of course, talking about the Ace family. Now, allegations have come out this week surrounding Austin McBroom, which is the male, the dad in the family, and him, I'm not sure how to describe this without YouTube picking it up, but forcing himself upon someone. I'm sure you understand what I mean, what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it for monetization reasons, basically. Now, me, having done a law degree, I know I never ever mention that. I've got a little bit of knowledge with this sort of thing, so I'll impart my knowledge if possible in this video. We'll talk about what's happened, we'll talk about the for, the against, the information we've got, and we'll come to a conclusion. But to start off, if you don't know who the Ace family are, they're a family which is one of those families on YouTube what everybody hates. Not everybody hates them because they've got 17 million subscribers, but it's one of those families where everything is perfect. Nothing's ever gone wrong in their life, apart from that time they seem to fake a break-in. That was a pretty sad time. But off the top of my head, without even needing my phone, I can tell you a lot of controversies this family have been involved in, such as the lollipop incident, where Austin McBroom, the dad who we're going to talk about in this video, got his sister-in-law's daughter, if that makes any sense, to lick a lollipop from a store she should never have been in. They then had that dodgy thing with the charity match where they raised all this money and then one of his friends won allegedly. Something along those lines. It was very, very, very dodgy. And then obviously we've had the recent incident, the jet ski incident, where he decided to ruin all the neighbour's farmer's plot or whatever it was with his jet ski in a swimming pool, which is normal behaviour. They're just off the top of my head. I haven't done any research into that, which is a bit strange considering this family is supposed to be perfect, living the perfect life. They watch the introduction, the intro to the videos, they're just shooting hoops and living a good life and just having to play around and living in the Hollywood Hills. They've got 14,000 Lamborghinis. It's the perfect family. And you should be jealous of them. In fact, even the other day, they did some work. I know. Very strange concept to me as well, but they did some work and they portrayed it as a sacrificial act. They portrayed it as if it was giving £1 million to charity. They portrayed it as if it was the best thing they'd ever done. Now, unless you talk to a camera, most people go to work or school or college or whatever you do. Most people, that's their normal lives, Austin. That's what they do. They go to school, they go to college, they go to work. It's not something to laugh about. Cole Carrigan, I think that's his name. I don't really know who he is or who he was, or I didn't know he existed until this video. It's not supposed to be a dig, I just didn't know who he was. He made a video basically exposing Austin McBroom because at an event he allegedly got with this girl and she didn't know what was happening and his dad was there. It was very, very confusing. It was very, very strange. We don't know the exact details, so there's no point talking exactly about the incident which allegedly took place in the hotel with two girls and his dad and this other guy. It's a very, very strange story. You can look at it online if you want to, probably on Twitter, if you want to know the exact, or the rumours, the allegations in the hotel room, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the situation as a whole. So this guy, this Cole Carrigan, it's come out that, again, text messages, so I'm going to say allegations because people can fake anything these days. He was hoping to extort, basically, $100,000 from the Ace family to basically keep him quiet about this whole situation, which is, you can get prison time for that. That's not something you should really be doing. But that all came about because there were rumours, there were allegations again, that Drama Alert, Keemstar, had been paid $500,000 by the Ace family to keep this story quiet. But he doesn't seem the type of guy to take a bribe like that. Now, I know that's a lot of money, but to him, it's not quite as much money as it is to me and you. So this Cole Carrigan geezer thinks, oh, well, I'll take my share of that. If the Ace family are handing out money to keep people quiet, then I'll take my money as well. Allegedly. So that sets the whole story off on the wrong foot entirely, and Keemstar's come out recently and said that my prediction, or his prediction, is that the Ace family, Austin McBroom, will get off on this situation because of how badly it's been handled by this Cole geezer. Now Austin McBroom's come out and he's obviously denied these allegations. He's put out a statement. He said that he's getting lawyers involved, and considering how much money he's got, that must be quite worrying if Cole Carrigan isn't entirely sure about what he said, because he's in line to lose quite a bit of money if that's true. So we got this girl on the phone that was involved with the Austin McBroom thing, allegedly, and he obviously changed the voice so she couldn't be identified, yada yada yada, as the process is. But there was no evidence. There was none. And as much as I dislike the Ace family, in this video, what Cole Carrigan made, there was absolutely zero evidence. It was literally one person's word against another person's word. There was no CCTV, there was a picture of some blood on a bed. It doesn't literally prove anything. Someone could have just got a nosebleed, oh, there's blood on the bed. They could have got that off Google Images for all we know. It literally does not prove a thing. Now don't judge it as if I'm defending the Ace family, because I'm completely impartial. I don't care either way. I obviously hope this has not happened to a woman. Obviously hope that's not happened, but I'm not coming in the situation from like one side or another. I literally do not care for Cole Carrigan or the Ace family. I'm completely impartial. But the problem with all these situations, just in life in general, but this is a great example. These girls, they remain anonymous if they wish to be. Cole Carrigan changed voices, he didn't display any names or anything. If they want to remain anonymous, they can. Austin McBroom, he can't remain anonymous. And as it is in this country, and as it is in the USA, he's innocent until proven guilty. Austin McBroom has done nothing wrong. Nothing. He's innocent until proven guilty. You can have your own opinions, you can say, well, he's done this and it's not proven. It's not been proven in a court of law. So it's not true. Not yet anyway. He's innocent until proven guilty. This is the exact same thing which happened with a footballer called Ched Evans, who played for Sheffield United, which is a team I support. He went to prison because of this situation. He went to prison for 2.5 years, served half of a 5-year sentence, got out, and the decision got overturned. He spent 2.5 years of his life in prison for a crime he didn't commit. So I mean, imagine that happening to you. Imagine this is not true. Imagine you're Austin McBroom and you've been alleged to have done something which just hasn't happened. There might be some element of truth. You may have been with that girl, but the whole story surrounding the incident is just not true at all. It's completely fabricated to try and extort money from that family, which obviously have a lot of it. Just imagine you're in that situation. Because you can't really remain innocent until proven guilty. Every time you put something on Twitter, every time I put something on social media, when people see him in the street, if they go out in the street, people are going to say, you're that guy that did that. Might not be. We literally do not know. Which is just incredibly unfair. If the alleged victim remains anonymous, the alleged perpetrator should also remain anonymous. It's like in the newspapers, things get reported like, oh, so-and-so is on trial for certain things. Their name should never, ever be published, because if it comes out that these allegations are false, that name sticks with them forever. And they haven't done anything wrong. They may not be a nice family, they may lie, they may make fun of normal people, they may not be something you want to watch every day. But that doesn't mean you can call people names and call people probably one of the worst things under the sun that exists, without any proof that it's even ever happened. It might have happened, and if it does happen, fire away. He deserves everything he gets. The fact is, we simply do not know what has happened. There is so little evidence. It is unbelievable. The only little bit of evidence we've got is somebody's word, which is essentially just pointless. And then we've got a photo with some blood on a bedsheet. We need to verify where that photo came from. If Austin McBroom was even ever in that hotel, verify it by CCTV. Is it even his blood? You see where I'm coming from? There's a lot of things here that might just not add up. Do you know what I mean? Or even if it's not his blood, is it one of the girls' blood? Is it someone that was in that room's blood that was involved in this situation, allegedly? If not, then it's obviously not true. And this man's life has been ruined forever because of something somebody may have allegedly made up or may have forgotten and just put 2 and 2 together and got 17. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hope for the girl's sake involved this didn't happen, because obviously it's probably one of the worst crimes you could ever commit. So that is my take on the situation. A bit of a serious video, but one that, I mean, it's just terrible how things happen. victims should remain anonymous, or alleged victims should remain anonymous, and alleged perpetrators should also remain anonymous, because it's just unfair otherwise, and a man's life could just get tarnished forever because of something that just didn't happen, which is just a bit wild, really. But anyway, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it is at WadeyTC. You follow me on Twitter as well, but I'm talking about football, so I mean, I don't want to do that. But thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.